Hey guys, how's it going? It's Al. Welcome to the Top Stacks video here for week 15 on DraftKings. I'm going to go over 5 of my favorite stacks. There's a few more that I like this week as well, but I try to keep it to 5. And if I don't mention one that you happen to like, it does not mean that it's out of play. Play whoever you like, but make sure that you're playing them in a way that gives you the best chance at winning all the money in the tournaments. That is how that we try to go about building our lineups on this channel. That's how we teach it. We are not trying to min cash. I am putting all of our eggs into one basket because we are literally trying to win all of the eggs. I don't want to put in a $20 tournament and win $35. I want to put $20 in a tournament and have a legitimate shot at winning $100,000, $300,000, $1 million. And this is the route to go with a double stack and bring back, as you can overweight, 1, what the field does, and 2, how many of those lineups end up in the top 100 and top 1%. Because once you get in there, it gives you the best opportunities. Like, you know, you make your own luck sort of a thing. You're going to need luck to get all the way home, right? You're going to need that last 35 or 40-yard touchdown that your stack scores to get there. But you got to be within striking distance. And the best way to get there is to utilize this method to get there. So you can kind of look up there. I think it's going to be over there. There'll be a little card for the How to Win on DraftKings video where I break down all of the math and all of the strategy to go about it. So we reached 50,000 viewers. I'm going to have a trivia question for you guys after the bump. So thank you very much for helping us hit that 50K. Our winners today are going to get, what are we giving away today? 3 one-month subscriptions to establishtheRun.com. And we're going to go through and build our stacks today and go about our stuff. So thank you for being here. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the notifications bell, leave me a reply down below with how you're doing this week. How excited are you for this week 15 slate? And let's go.
He's a legend.
Our trivia question for today, for this video, you have until lineups lock on Sunday. I will be picking the winners via random number generator, and leave a reply down below with who you think is the answer to this question. I will be picking from the correct answers, and 3 of those are going to win a 1-month subscription to establishtheRun.com. Since 1980, which wide receiver has scored in a single season the most PPR points? So wide receiver since 1980, most PPR total points, not per game, in one season. Give me a reply down below. Let me know who you think it is, and hopefully you'll walk away with one of those prizes. The Smiz Gang Listener League is 5 max. This week, we are trying to fill it with 3,250 competitors. $10, absolutely no rake. Right? No money for a service fee. Best tournament that exists on DraftKings. Make sure that you head on over to DraftKings via my link. You can't find this game in the lobby. I've heard this like for 15 weeks now. Al, I go to DraftKings and I can't find your game in the lobby because it's not a lobby game because there's no rake. Right? They're not going to put a free game that they make no money off of there. This is a promotional league that they run specifically for our viewer base. So it's a special league with no rake for you guys. Smizzle.tv/league. Bookmark that. Type it in your browser. Bookmark it. I will change the redirect forever. Whenever we have another listener league, as soon as they send me the link on Mondays, even next year, it's going to stay the same link. Smizzle.tv/league. That link, once again, is smizzle.tv/league. 5 max, $10. Get yourselves in there. Best tournament that exists on DraftKings. Our first stack of the week is going to be Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. You saw it on the cover. This game does not have the highest total, partially because of Baltimore's quarterback situation being so up in the air. And right now, with Lamar Jackson missing Thursday practice, I'm under the impression that he does not need to practice all that much. He has a great grasp on this offense and knows what has to be done and can get it done in meetings alone. And him over Snoop would mean a lot for the total in this game, as it could lend itself to more offensive efficiency, which leads to more touchdowns, which leads to more scoring, which is great for us. Yay, fantasy. Aaron Rodgers, 4 touchdowns in 2 of the last 4 games. Really started heating up with 3 straight 300-yard bonuses. 32, 29, 36 points. You can plug him in there, and we have some really great stacking opportunities with him. DeVante Adams going to fall behind on percentage to Cooper Kupp at $100 less than him. Lazard has come on recently as well. Taking a look at their stackability. This is hilarious. So 31.4%. Then it's been Aaron Jones, who recently has taken a backseat, at least last week, to A.J. Dillon in terms of snaps and receptions. I'm not going to be stacking the running backs with them with Aaron Rodgers because I don't think that their percentage is going to be high enough. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, a downfield guy. Alan Lazard, closer to the end zone type of guy. Tunyon out for the year. So that kind of leaves us with whatever it is. So like I'm going to eliminate all these guys in the Rotogrinders lineup builder over at the lineup HQ. There's a link down below, rotogrinders.com/smizzlife, or you can go to smizzle.tv/rotogrinders and get yourself there. Not going to use him. Am going to use him. Not going to use Rodgers. Mostly just kick returning at this point. These are going to be the 4 guys that I'm mostly going to use. DeGuara is going to be the tight end if you want to get a low percentage guy, but you can see that is going to be a low percentage stack. A lot of stacks this week are going to come out at lower percentages for the simple fact that they're not going to grade really well. At least the pass catchers, a lot of them are not going to grade very well. So people aren't going to want to play these double stacks in tournaments, which just means that we have a great opportunity to leverage the field, especially with a guy that we can pair up to be contrarian, like Josh Allen, assuming that he plays this weekend, right? So he practiced yesterday limited. He practiced, I'm assuming, today as well on Thursday. Monitor everything. And this is a week we're going to have to be a little bit more nimble than in other weeks because of all the COVID spike that's going around with a lot of different teams and intensive protocols right now. We just had Jaylen Waddle go out this morning for this weekend. So there's going to be a lot of value. So like, don't marry yourself to a player, a stack, or a lineup until inactives come out on Sunday, because I'm under the impression that a lot of things are going to change between now and then. So Josh Allen, when he plays, we've talked about this all year long, right? That like he's got like maybe 6 tournament winning days in him, being 30 to 45 fantasy points. We saw him have one last week where he double bonused with 42 points. And now there's an injury to his 3rd most targeted player, Emmanuel Sanders, who's expected to not play. Steph Diggs draws a very tough matchup. Cole Beasley going to run from the slot and run inside. Dawson Knox has been ever present this year as a value, running a ton of snaps per dropback. And now we also have Gabriel Davis, who's one of the top value plays, if not the top value play at wide receiver on DraftKings this week. So let's head over to them. Buffalo. Alphabetical order, you idiot. Be near the top. Zach Moss out. None of the running backs. I don't want any part of their running backs whatsoever. I'm going to keep this very tight with Knox. Going to keep Beasley in there. No McKenzie. Am going to keep Davis. It's a very tight rotation here. This is going to be somewhat popular, at least because of these guys. So while I don't think the double stacks will be super popular, you do have the possibility to bring this back with somebody like a DJ Moore. And the Buffalo defense also going to be a popular stack. So while some are going to be eschewed, others will not be. Play the guys that you think will get you a little differentiation. But it's not necessary to always do that, as we've seen all year with Tom Brady and Matthew Stafford stacks going off. Matthew Stafford, once again, 3 straight 3-touchdown weeks. A lot of touchdowns. He's really good. Should have had the bonus here, but, you know, didn't have to throw the ball late because they were up, and then Arizona made this game closer than it should have been. They throttled Jacksonville. But like still, 3 touchdowns a week. Touchdowns are what we're looking for, and this passing game is phenomenal. And once again, this is hilarious. 153 targets. It's absurd. So Cooper Kupp here. Van Jefferson's played there the whole season, but has seen a lot more usage recently and a lot more consistent usage recently before even Robert Woods went down, the 2 weeks before. The Rams run a 3 wide receiver set a lot. And typically, those 3 guys, previously it was Kupp, Jefferson, and Woods. Then it became Kupp, Jefferson, and Beckham Jr. And now Odell Beckham Jr. is out this week. Tyler Higbee playing like 95% of the snaps and getting 13.5% of the target market share. So if we were to head over to the Los Angeles Rams and we remove the running backs, monitor Darrell Henderson Jr.'s status as the weekend goes along. Sony Michel would be an obvious value play at 5.8K, but I'm not going to use him in collaboration with those stacks. It would be to get off of the running back usage. So them being a 3 wide receiver sort of team, Van Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, Tyler Higbee being the one tight end that they do play, I think there's an opportunity here for Ben Skowronek at 3K to run a lot more routes and play a ton more snaps, as he is the next man up for Odell Beckham Jr. in this 3 wide receiver set that the Rams run a ton. Good opportunity for him at minimum salary to pay off and possibly have touchdown upside as well. Love him as a contrarian play. I wonder if he's going to get more popular as Friday and Saturday kind of get here and people say, oh, there's another value play on a very high octane touchdown offense like the Rams, that would be where I am going to go with mine. If you have taken part in our charity giveaway, I wanted to say thank you. We are over $28,000 raised on the season for No Kid Hungry. Go to smizzle.tv/charity. The link is in the description if you click show more. If you're on mobile, it's the line where you see the title. If you click that, it'll bring down a whole bunch of links right there. You can go to smizzle.tv/links. All of my links exist in there. 1 in 6 kids suffer from food insecurity in this country. I have already committed $40,000 in donations, and if we can get to $35,000 from the community, I will donate another $25,000 on top of that, making $100,000 combined. Be a part of something that's bigger than yourself, and join our fundraiser today. Dak Prescott. Ezekiel Elliott's dinged up. The Giants are terrible. And he has a fully operational battle station on the outside with which to throw to. He's also coming off of 2 very subpar games, a long road trip here, right? So like against New Orleans in New Orleans, against Washington in Washington, in a spot where everybody thought he was going to blow up, and now at the New York Giants. Dak Prescott can go for 350 and 4 touchdowns on any week, and I love the fact that there might be less traffic on him, 1, based on his last 2 weeks, and 2, based on the fact that his wide receivers are priced up. CeeDee Lamb with 19%, Amari Cooper, Dalton Schultz, Ezekiel Elliott's kind of hampered, and Michael Gallup, a big play machine. Looking over at Dallas, it's not going to be hard to get leverage on the field by eliminating all of the running backs in this, including Dalton Schultz, Amari Cooper, Gallup, get rid of this guy, and get rid of this guy. So a 4-man rotation for me here, and look at what the percentages are for these players. Big games could be abound if he completes 25 plus passes, attempts 40 plus attempts. Hopefully the Giants can score a couple of touchdowns. If the Giants have 17 points, like just after halftime or at halftime, that means great things for Dallas. We need that carnival atmosphere, and it's going to be tough because Dallas's defense has been much improved this year, and with them improving, that has led to less shootouts. We want those shootouts. We crave those shootouts. That's what helps us win tournaments. If the Giants can get themselves into the end zone this week, that lends us a lot more credence to this Dallas Cowboys double stack. And Miami Dolphins against the Jets. We are just going to attack the Jets every single week with running backs, and then we're going to pivot off of that to try and attack them with double stack quarterbacks because they're allowing touchdowns everywhere. And Tua is only 5,700. We also had that news that I spoke about earlier where every running back is in the protocols. Duke Johnson may end up being their starter this weekend, as he may be like the last man standing there. Jaylen Waddle just entered the COVID reserve list this morning, taking him out of rotation, which means that DeVante Parker is now one of the top value plays on the slate at 4,300, which means that the bird alert, Albert Wilson, is in play at 3,400. We've seen Mac Hollins be utilized when they get close, is in play. And whenever they only have a couple of guys to throw to, Mike Gesicki gets a ton of volume and a ton of usage, even though like he is a freakish athlete who is arguably not a great football player. He's a great athlete playing football. He still has that big playability, and even more so against the Jets defense that really can't stop anybody. So going over to Rotogrinders once again, clicking on Tua, we are going to use 2 players from this stack. Not going to include the running backs in this one. Will include Gesicki. Probably not going to include Isaiah Ford, which obviously means that he's probably going to have a huge game now. You can include Preston, whoever's going to be there. Being nimble is really the key this week. Limiting it to this, setting the lineup builder to 150 and going over to build. It's going to build those lineups for us, and then it's going to take us over to there. So go check out Rotogrinders at smizzle.tv/Rotogrinders. Make sure that you answer down below with, your answer to the trivia question at the top, and see if you can't win those 3. Also, on the running backs video, there's another question. We're going to be doing 4 giveaways this week. We got Draftkings giveaways coming up, and we have Underdog Fantasy giveaways coming up as well to celebrate us reaching 50,000 subs on the channel. So thank you guys for being here. Drop a like on the video. Leave me that reply down below, and I wish you the best of luck. Look out for another video right there.
He's a legend.